it feels so cold inside my heart tonight. Be my man is what she said. It's not just the wind that's moving around tonight, but quick and clean don't make it right.
Righto, Ant and I are out for the start of the day, and we're in a spot that if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. And what they've done here, we're on a track that leads into a shallow gravel lead mine. And what they did on this bit of slope, they've carted gravel back and mended the track. So all this stone here, they're the same as us. So even though they've been coming in on horse and cart, it's got wet in the winter, it's got muddy. They've carted gravel out and put it on the slope. I was coming along here detecting a couple of weeks ago. I told a lie, last weekend Ant was missing, and I got a 1845 sixpence and a little bit of gold just out of this little gravel corner. Wow. So we're going to start here. We're taking a big risk today, a huge, enormous risk. We're more than 2 miles away from Ant's lunch. An alarm's gone off on Ant's phone that lets him know if he gets too far away from his tucker. So we're going to try here, try below us, try and get something and see how we go. Thumbs up, start of the day, mate.
Cheers.
Looking forward to it.
Hey.
We're just below where they worked the gravel lead, and Ant's found a heap of gravel wash that they've dumped out. See, that's the white quartz wash they've washed. He's been digging it down for about 2 or 3 minutes. Gave me a call. I said, "What, do you got a signal?" And he said, "No, I reckon I've got a bit of gold." So talk us through it, mate.
Well, I took one layer off and got nothing, no signals at all. But then right at the end here, right in this little hole here now, I had it's faintest signal. Dug a bit deeper, and sure enough, it became a bit more of a signal. But I was still apprehensive to call Glenn over. But I'll give you a listen. It's in this bit of rock.
So it's a little fella, and I must admit when Ant showed it to me, it took me a while, but there's a little tiny bit of gold sticking out of the end of it. Hopefully all will be revealed.
See that bit of colour at the top there?
See that bit sticking out? So when Ant sticks that on his jumper or on his mouth or whatever, or in his hands, see what we can see.
Actually, I might be on a bit of quartz. I'm going to stick it on my mouth, a bit of stitch on.
And that may be why it's in here, because all of this is washed quartz that's come out of whatever they've been washing with, probably a trommel. And this is all the gravel that's come out through the box, through the side of the trommel. And then they've discarded it, but a little bit has floated out. It hasn't been free gold, so it hasn't been caught up behind the riffles. I mean, oh mate.
Well, she's gold all right.
Ah, good work.
There's a couple little bits in there.
Good work. See that?
I don't know if it's just...
It's showing up quite all right. Do you reckon it's all joined together, or a few little bits?
Yeah, I think it could be a few little bits, because there's the quartz on the back.
Yep, and a bit of
and then I can see
ironstone, is it?
Yeah, and there's a bit there.
Yep.
And there's 2 more little bits there.
Good work, mate.
Yeah, happy days. We're on the ball, Glenn.
Yeah, we have, and we haven't been here that long either.
No.
What are we talking, half an hour?
Yep, max.
Good work.
Oh, there, I broke it out. So there's 2 bits there.
There's 2 bits.
In the quartz, and there's the bigger bit there.
Oh, well, that's bloody great.
So we're on, Glenn, we're on.
And Ant's got this heap that I'm sitting on to scratch around in, and you work a lot harder when you know you've got one little bit in the pocket.
Yeah, definitely.
Thumbs up, mate.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up. When you said,
Jabba-dally.
when you said I've got a bit of gold, I thought, you bloody beauty. Good work, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, mate, what's going on?
Well, I'm still digging this old pile of washstone out. Got another little signal here, just behind this nice old tree.
Everything's nice to Ant now, you know. Before the whole world was a bastard, he's got a bit of gold in his pocket. It's a nice old stump, and it's a nice old pile.
It's a great pile now, loving it. Yeah, confidence is high now.
Yeah.
But this signal very small. I think I'm very confident it's a bit of gold, but I think it's a very small bit of gold because I've already got it out. It's in this little pile here.
You've got the signal out, you mean? You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. Got the signal out. It's got that nice wobble.
Yep. Yeah, we're pretty optimistic, all right, mate.
And when it first scraped, when I was digging and scraped it up here, and I thought, oh God, I've lost it. It's gone.
Yep.
And then I just took a little bit of dirt back.
Yep.
And now it's in here.
And that tells you something about the size of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah. But we're bloody happy to get them.
Yep.
You know, if we get a canister, a bit of a rattle in the canister, that was my phone.
you,
Sorry,
yeah.
mate. Yeah, sorry. Got over enthusiastic.
I think it's in the hand though. Unless that's my...
No, there you go. It was that big. Someone had a bit of a pop at us and said, don't you realise that the top of the coil is just as
oh no!
steel, is it?
Lead shot.
Oh, I'll be bugging.
You're kidding.
That the top of the coil is just show you the top of the coil. The reason we don't use the top of the coil generally, you've got your power cable, you've got the connector for the handle. There's all different ways that'll.
It's not flat basically.
Yeah, it's not flat. So we like to flip it over, turn it on, and control it in that little circle.
Yeah.
And it's the same. A lot of blokes that use a scoop do the same thing as well. But if that upsets you, as I say to Josie sometimes, if that upsets you, you're bloody usually upset.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when I get safely outside. And I go, she can't hear me. Right, mate, that upsets me.
Did you show them this? Because we'll cop it if we don't show them what it was. There you are, a bit of lead shot, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is a little bit of lead shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bugger.
No,
Oh, mate. At least it shows the signal's still in the heap.
Yep.
Righto. Yep. Righto, mate.
Still on my patch of washstone here. I'm just keep moving through it, keep breaking it, just using the pick at the moment. And I've dug down. It's about, here's the top. It's about 30 centimeters down. So half a pick length, bit over.
Now these aren't stumpy picks. We're going to be fitted out with stumpy picks.
Yeah.
Stumpy, if you like, we'll mark the inches on them for you if you deal with stumpy. And we've got good news about it. We've got the logo set up.
Yeah.
And it won't be long
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things take time.
Of course they do, yeah.
Yeah, Dan's been great and we've been working on a logo. So we're going to have our Victorian gold hunters on the pick. So it's going to look awesome, can't wait. And we'll have some new picks coming soon.
No, I can't wait either. It'll be great. Good on you, Dan.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Righto, fella.
Head in the game.
Yep.
Here we go, ready?
Yep. Good little signal. When I'm only about 30 metres away from Ant and I've found a similar patch of gravel, and you know, if you can't beat them, join them, or if you can't beat them, don't take your kids to the supermarket. So yeah, I'm copying Ant, and Ant said, will I dig this one? I've got a signal, will I dig it or will I come down and film it? I said, no, we'll bloody film it because nice, it's staying true,
yeah.
and it's bloody growing a bit, isn't it?
That's right, it is growing a bit. And
Look at all this gravel. This has come up from probably a couple of 100 metres below the surface, or a bit less. Been washed, been discarded. So let's see if they've missed a little bit.
Pushes out.
Yeah, and I'm glad it is too, because if it got bigger and bigger, I reckon you would have been out of the game.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, staying nice and round, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased. Here we go, mate. I'm just getting close to it. Nice little bit of clay around here.
Yep, in there. Maybe is it in that? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, mate.
Are you in on this clump?
Yeah. Just move your coil away back a little bit. That's so I can get close to your hand. That's it, perfect.
Let's see if we can see him when.
Ah, well, that was very clever. Testing both bits.
Oh, it's just crumbling up. But I think I can see a little bit of gold.
Yeah, well, if I was you, I wouldn't be able to. But
Yep, here it is. Ready?
Good work, yeah.
Oh, I can see it, Glenn. I can see it.
And it was a nice little sound too. You know, it wasn't. It's bigger than the other one.
God, if
In a stone, another bit of stone, is he?
looks like it.
Yeah, that's why they're riding out too. That's why they're not getting trapped by the machine. Give him a run over the coil, mate. I'll just spend all that money on that tooth to have you, buddy. Look like a hillbilly.
Oh, Glenn. Oh, Glenn.
Bit of size, mate.
Oh.
I'm looking through the phone. Oh, looking over the top, beautiful. Beautiful.
Look at that. Gold here,
Look at that.
here, down there as well.
Look at that. You reckon it's
All
one,
around the
you reckon
sides.
it's one bit or bits?
God, I hope it's one bit.
I reckon it might be one bit. I reckon this might be one bit.
I have to clean it up, but that is
Yeah.
gorgeous. That's
That's great.
a really nice bit of gold.
As I said a minute ago, Anne said, "Well, I just dig it, or you come over and film it." I said, "No,
Mhm.
we're
I'm
bloody,
glad you're
bloody film them, yeah." Anne's off to a fly. He's got first bit, biggest bit, most bits.
Glenn,
Getting better and better, mate.
happy with that.
That's good.
Look at that.
That's great. That is great.
Gorgeous. Clean up nicely. I'll
Yeah,
have to put
I
that
reckon
in
we will too.
ultrasonic cleaner, I reckon.
Yeah.
Clean that one up nice. But it could be one nice big bit. Actually, that looks like it's separate. There's a little bit down there. But it'll be interesting.
I'm not convinced.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon that could be just humps and hollows in it.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that there's two bits, you mean. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I reckon it might be one bit. Good work, mate.
Happy days, happy days.
Oh, we're
Cheers,
certainly.
buddy.
Well done, Anne. Oh, yeah, there's a feel of excitement in here.
I'm trying to contain myself, but I'm going to start fucking dancing.
The Ukrainian dancing's
Oh,
going to come
God.
out. Anne's got another little signal.
And
Now
this
this-
has come out from where the hole that I've just dug. All the material that I've pulled out already, I was just going back over it. And then I've come across this little signal here. So
So there's a lesson in that. Not only check your holes, but check the dirt that comes out of the hole.
yeah, I've been checking all this dirt that I'm pulling out because for this exact reason. Because we're digging in the old the wash stones, so it could be anywhere. It could be, you know, I'm just taking layers off at a time. So when I take a layer off, I detect the dirt, but also detect obviously underneath. All right, now this one's
Yeah.
gonna be small.
Yep. We're not in any hurry.
Got it in the handle.
Yeah, and that's I always reckon a good sign because it means the signal is pretty even.
It's on the coil.
Yeah, mate. You keep us posted. The moment you see it, you let us know. Oh yeah. I'm dying to say there, but I can't see anything. Marvellous how that, you know, they can hide in that tiny little bit of dirt.
Yep.
Then you see that lovely colour.
Where are you? No, I still can't see him, Glenn.
Now we put these ones down to the what do you see, mate? You're frowning.
Frown because I'm trying.
Look at you, it looks like Cro-Magnon, man.
definitely-
He's bloody frowning that badly.
It's definitely in here. Come a little closer, Glenn.
Righto.
Got
Yeah, it's a while since I've heard that. No, it's not.
So it's in here.
Yep.
Still...
Which is similar, a little bit of rough stone that you had before.
There it is.
You can see the gold?
Yep, right there.
Rightio, mate.
Can you?
I can see it, yeah. I just want to
I'll
get this
clean it up a
quartz
little
stone here.
Should we do that?
Yeah, I reckon. Put him in that and give him a tiny little tap. Yeah. So this is just 1 second, mate.
Hang on. There's the...
Kettle in the dirt, am I? Yep.
There we go.
So that's what he's operating on. Obviously, if you are doing this, don't bring the pick back over your head and then be chasing it up through the leaves. And don't bring it down that hard that you hurt your finger.
Yeah, I want to go this way. Oh, beautiful.
Lovely, lovely.
A little bit.
That's 3 separate bits of gold that Anne's dug, and not counting the first one is probably 4 or 5 little tiny bits all together.
Look at that.
There it is. We're having a bloody lot of fun.
Ripper day so far.
Good work, mate. Good work.
We haven't had smoko yet.
No, I've hardly struck a bloody blow.
About time. About time, and I'm digging the signals.
I'm wearing a path back and forth between you and I.
Well, Glenn, you're doing a good job on the
I
camera
am,
work
I
today,
am.
mate.
No, I'm bloody, every time you yell out, a smile comes to my face straight away.
Definitely.
Thumbs up,
Yeah,
mate.
Jemedale.
Jemedale.
Yes. All right, Glenn, your turn.
Right, mate, I copied off the master. I came up here and got on this dump of gravel. And the good thing about it
This
is
is where I was coming next.
Yeah, this is it. You want to swap. So, yeah, it's not all good news because there's some rubbish in there.
Yep.
I put 2 stones behind us on the stump there. But the good part, from my point of view, is how much coarser it is.
Yeah.
You know, look at that wash. So,
Yeah, some
They're-
big quartz in there.
yeah, big stones and,
Yep.
and mixed up
Yeah.
stones as well. You know,
stones from the river.
sandstone and so, likes of that
Yep.
could be
Very-
carrying a bit of stuff.
Very easily.
Jeez, I
Yeah.
thought it was.
I know, same thing.
Anyhow, got a signal. It was right there. I was working along this edge. I've only taken a little bit off, but it's in this coarser stone.
She must be right on top of it.
I reckon that's why I'm
It's
a
big.
little bit of a break. Did you hear that?
A little bit, but
But yeah, not shutting down.
yeah. Yeah, not shutting down. Still a little bit of a wobble at the end too, which is good.
Yeah. Everything's yellow at the moment.
Yeah. In the hand.
Right, let's see what we've got.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, Glenn, look.
There he is.
My God, you've just blown me out of the water.
There he is.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
So that's a nice little bit.
Nice.
And
Little.
see, because they're
Oh,
in
my Godfather.
these coarser stones, you know, it's been a bit bigger.
A bit bigger. Glenn, that's got to be 2 grams or more.
Oh shit! No, mate.
No.
No, not really.
Close to 2. Look how fat it is.
Oh, gram
No.
and a half will pull it up, I reckon.
Oh,
You
don't
know
clean
how
it.
they shrink.
Don't clean any more dirt off it. We'll weigh it. Jesus,
Ah, well.
done, buddy.
That's good.
Jesus, we're having a good day out today.
There we are. Now I copied Ant there, and
Well, you give me too much credit, Glenn. You give me too much credit. Glenn goes, you see a white patch of wash stones get into it, and I thought, all right. So,
well. Trying to
we're
pump
having-
your tyres up, mate.
hey,
Try. Good work. Thanks very much, mate.
very good, very good. Onwards, mate.
Yeah, well.
See
So
what else we can
here's
pull up.
the area I've got to dig out.
Yeah,
All that.
yeah.
There's an obvious rubbish signal in there, but any signal is exciting now.
Definitely, definitely.
These are the couple of stones I got me going for a start.
Over here.
Oh.
And
they're both,
I had a couple.
yeah, that's a bit of basalt.
Yeah.
And that looks almost like something that's been smelted or whatever. It's almost like a bit of slag, but I think they've got into the heap afterwards. I don't think they've been part of the wash heap. I think they've been, you know, track stones or something like that.
Yep. I'm done. Good job.
All right,
buddy.
mate, get into it, fella.
Let's do it.
Right, the Mad Pole's been working up a sweat here.
Oh yeah.
He's got another signal. Tell us about it, mate.
Well, I just keep on. I'm just keep digging it out, taking layer and layer and sifting through the dirt. I actually said to myself that I was going to give Glenn the next signal because I felt a bit sorry for him. But after that, Nugget, bugger him.
And I'd have bloody taken it too, don't worry. I was feeling sorry for myself as well. No, I wasn't, but I was bloody pleased with Ant's doing so well.
Yeah, it's a great start today.
Ant's got a face of about 8 inches, 10 inches deep here that he's taken out,
Yeah,
and he's got another signal.
nice little. It's just a small one, like what I've been finding, but
Yeah, but
definite
geez,
signal and
if we end the day saying we found X amount of gold, pieces of gold,
100%.
beats the
very
bloody
happy
shit
now.
out of nothing. I've spoken about it before, and we've got no interest in whether you buy one or not, but the external speakers definitely act as boosters for us. These small ones I think would be beyond the scope of the 5,000 most times, especially with the double D coil. You know, the double D coil's not as sensitive, which is why so many blokes so many detectors use the monos. But these ones are down, in my opinion, are down to the fact that we've got the booster on. Got the external speaker on, which acts as a booster. It's only a byproduct for us if we put them on so you could listen at home.
Yeah, exactly.
What we were doing. But the first couple of times we used them, we realised that, here we go.
I dropped it.
Serves
right.
you bloody well right.
I dropped it on the coil though.
Yeah, on the top though.
Yeah, I know, bugger.
I put in 5 minutes saying why we don't use the top. You'll find him.
Oh, I think it's in here.
In that stone, is he? Perfect,
It's
perfect.
in here.
And that's why they're coming out. That's why the bloke that's been watching them, why they're coming through. Perfect. I'd like to back this into big gold, mate.
Same. Right, it's not there. So,
Bloody good job I've got my bit. I'd be bloody...
where are you?
Just wanted to settle the nerves there. Ant's going back to Poland. When are you going flying back, mate?
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks' time. Going to see Camilla's family and his own relations and have a bit of time out.
Yep. Yeah, 2 weeks.
So how long will we be off the air? You're going to make one over there with our buddy, aren't you?
Yeah, with Pavel.
Pavel.
So I'll be doing some detecting in Poland, which I'm really excited about. But we'll be off for probably a month. I'm only gone 3 weeks, but yeah, it'll be 4 weeks before we can get out again. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, mate.
yeah, I'll miss you, Glenn.
Yeah, I know. Oh, we bloody, we
Oh,
will. But
jeez.
I'll be interested if you make one with Pavel. That'd be great. Bloody, make sure he says Jabadali.
Oh yeah, bloody oath. I can't wait. We're going on a jamboree in Poland.
Yeah.
So there'll be a group of us detectorists going out, and
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah, they got a bit of, you know, there's some type of.
He's pretty big style over there, isn't he? As far in the detecting, like he does it. Did you say he does it full time?
Yeah, he does it full time, and he does detecting and on the magnet fishing too. So he loves that. So who knows what we'll find? I'm very excited.
In the European countries, they have clad coins, so they'll stick to a magnet. But magnet fishing in Australia is pretty limited because, I mean, you're going to pull out some bloody Uber bike or whatever they call those bikes they had in Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
But you're not going to pull out coins and you're not going to pull out jewellery.
No.
I don't get down there outside Crown Casino, you're probably not pulling out guns or something, but
Oh, there he is.
you're fine him, mate.
Oh, just. I can see a bit of colour, but this. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
he sounds all right though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the way he sounds.
You can just see. I'm gonna have to get the dolly pot. We'll have to get the dolly pot out,
Now
Glenn.
pouncing.
Yes.
You, good on your mate.
There it is. Do you see that little tiny bit of colour there? Right at the end of my nail?
Yeah, I can, yeah. Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
so it's definitely gold. I don't know how big or...
But he's got to be bigger than... You run back over the coil for us.
Yeah, it's pretty loud, isn't it?
For a second, mate. So he's bigger than that dot anyhow.
Yeah.
He's big enough to make a signal. If they're big enough to make a signal, they're big enough to count. That's your fourth one, mate.
Yep, definitely colour in there.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Bloody happy days, all right. You got 4, I've got 5. You know, mine's the 5th or whatever. We've got 5 together.
Yeah, bloody
What's our record? 6.
6.
We should break it
I think we're going to
today.
crack it today. 2 thumbs up, buddy.
Thumbs up. Jabadali.
Yeah, Jabadali.
Right, our Ant and I shifted. We're on our way out, but we called in on that sandstone lead I was telling you about. Now this lead is totally different from the quartz lead we're on. The quartz lead we're on was almost all quartz. This is sandstone. It's got quartz run through it. Plenty of little bits of conglomerate stone like that can carry a little bit. So I've got gold out of here before, but the trouble with this area is when the farmer pushed the heaps out, there was some sort of hut or blacksmith's hut or something like that next to it, and it's all interspersed with bits of steel. So it's a hard, you know, you got to either dig 30 signals or dig none.
Yep.
But when we're coming across, I found this. I thought it was 20 cents for a start, but I can see Britannia on it.
Oh yeah.
See there?
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Still got a bit of detail on it, and I know you were saying don't rub your finger around it. Its best days are behind it. It's not a gold coin, it's just a coin.
Yep.
So, the young Victoria, are we saying?
1854.
Oh, bullshit, can you read that?
Yep.
Hell.
1854.
All I can see is my thumbnails and something round. Well, there you are, that fits in perfectly.
Yep.
So that's not a bad find, Ant.
Yeah,
That'll
very
be
good.
sitting up in the cabinet tomorrow.
Yeah, looks great.
Righto.
Beautiful.
So we're going to have a quick go here and then go and have lunch. We're way overdue for lunch.
Sounds good.
Even I'm hungry, so I can't imagine how hungry Ant is.
Yeah, need a drink as well.
Thumbs up, mate.
Beautiful, let's do it.
We're on the sandstone and clay lead. Ant's got a signal here in good wash, but it's too big. It's not gold, but the detector reckons that it's probably non-ferrous. So Ant, right, away you go, mate. We're not that far from where Ant got 2 silver coins, 3 silver coins that day.
Yeah, 2.
2 silver coins. We've got a token here before the Van Diemen's Land token, and an 1854 English penny that we just scored in reasonable condition. So there's a few relics to be had as well.
Yeah, chance of a coin.
And this one sounds like a coin. It's got that non-blanking out big round sound of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. The other thing that sounds like that is a 22 case.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they sound as well. And because the ground's been pushed, there's no sort of integrity in it. It doesn't mean if you get down a foot deep that you're in old ground. You know, there's bloody, you'll dig deep ring pools.
Yeah.
So I'll do it now.
Ah, yep.
See it, mate?
Shotgun shell.
Well, the reason it sounds exactly like a coin is because they practically are the shape and metal of a coin.
Yep.
Round piece of copper. So shotgun shell. Never mind, mate. It was a good call, just didn't work out.
Yep.
I'm going to give you a thumb sideways, I feel generous. Righto, Ant and I are having our lunch. It's the middle of the day.
Middle of the day, it's 2 o'clock almost. I'm starving, thank God. Got the toasting machine on. Glenn's got Lamingtons. We got the coffee out.
I've got a Lamington and a second Lamington side.
It's getting ready for the seconds already.
Got the Bluetti yarn. A couple of ladies gave us some information which was handy. A lady called Tam, she messaged me through Instagram and said that she sent me some information on the MFB button that Ant and I found on one of our trips a while ago, and it was very handy, and you had to scroll down and read it. That was good. Another lady called Mandy Matheson, she said that her husband's grandfather was a tailor in Ireland, and she explained the significance of 3-hole buttons. She said when the Irishman...
Which you thought there was something about it, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we did, yeah, but we didn't know what. So the significance is they used to use 3-hole buttons on the waistcoats. When they were sewing them on, they'd keep bringing the cotton back below the button and make a little stump for the button to sit higher than it would normally. And that way, when you had your fancy satin waistcoat on, as though you're heading off to the Irish B&S ball, the button didn't wear on the satin, didn't wear on the waistcoat.
That's it.
So when you're out the bush, you find 2-hole button, 4-hole button. When you find a 3-hole button, you can say, well, there's probably an Irishman here who's been working. He's thought, I'm never going to be going out to any more dances. I'll wear the vest. Wear the vest. It's freezing. I'll wear the vest out the bush. And then poor old patio furniture's lost the button off the waistcoat. So Mandy and Tam, thank you very much for the information.
Cheers, Mandy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Tam.
It was very,
Email.
very interesting.
Yeah.
And now it's all about me telling people about three-hole buttons. I'll never mention you again. Right, thanks very much. Right, man, we'll get into it after lunch.
Let's do it. Let's eat.
Yeah, too right, I'm bloody starving.
Same.
Right,
Cheers.
mate. Anne and I have walked in on a track, and that's it there, that track that goes up there. That was the way out of the diggings. The diggings were all on the ridges behind us. There was hundreds of men, close to 1,000 men at various times, living in there in about 1853 on for about 7 or 8 years. And when they wanted to come out of the various surfacings and working on the creek, this was virtually the only way out. This was the made track. So no matter where you lived over there, you were funneled in by deep gullies, you were funneled in by the creek, you found your way here, you went out this track, and you met up with it's a T intersection now, but it was a crossroads at the top of the hill. You really were at the crossroads when you got to the top of this hill. Now Ant and I are going to follow this track and detect along it, because with all those men coming in and out, like plenty of them were coming in and out virtually on a daily basis. There's surfaces above us. There's a modern day or a reef mine that was operated on either side of World War II. There's an opportunity for gold. There's a fantastic opportunity for relics. I reckon we'll get something in here for sure, touch wood. I'm the same bloke that said we'd get more than 6 bits of gold. As soon as I said that, we knocked off at 5. So, mate, follow this track, keep tracking, which reminds me of the story. I was out in the bush one day and I see this bloke. He's down on his hands and knees, and there's horse tracks on the track. And he said, one horse, moving fast, steel cart, rubber wheels, big horse, heavy shoes, driven by an older man, possibly short-sighted. And I said, it's kneeling on the track, and I said, that's amazing. I said, can you tell all that just by looking at those tracks? He said, no, he just ran over me. So we'll track them up there, Ant.
Let's do it, mate.
Righto. Righto, this man's been following that track up. What do you got, mate?
Oh, we've had there's so many signals around. There's lots and lots of signals, so I'm picking and choosing, and I'm looking for the non-ferrous signals. And I come across.
Yeah, and
Signal
I
sounds
dug
just
one
like
exactly the
that.
same as that just a minute ago. It was
Did
the
you?
shotgun, the end of the shotgun.
Yeah. So as I dug one of those before as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah.
you know, you never really know, but you can get excited about it.
Yeah.
And this one turned out to be not a shotgun
Oh,
shell.
that's good news.
And we got ourselves a little Chinese coin.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty. It'll clean up well too. Turn him over here, please.
Yeah, I need to get some water onto it, but
So you can see that the 4 symbols either side of them there, and people
Yeah.
know what dynasty they are from seeing that, reading that. So that's interesting, isn't it? You know, a Chinese trader's been in here,
Yeah.
a fruit and veg man's been coming down the track, and it lost a coin, or indeed a Chinese miner's been in here coming out and
Yep.
lost a coin.
Yep, that's it.
Well, that's exactly what we wanted, mate.
Yep. Happy days.
Yeah.
A couple. Let's see what else. Oh, there we go. Looks even better now. Just a quick clean up.
Oh, look at that. See, look at that.
Yep,
See the symbols there?
beautiful. Somebody to know what dynasty it's from.
Yeah, and if they don't, the internet certainly will.
Yep.
Good find, mate.
Happy days.
You're going to
Cheers,
have a
mate.
nice photo at the end with
Yeah.
your gold and the Chinese coin, and we haven't
Yep.
finished.
Yep.
A bottler a day.
Yeah.
Talking about a bottler a day, I'm going to stop the tape for 1 minute. Right, the reason I was talking about a bottler a day, I went scratching around at the back of a hut that I found on the edge of the track and picked these up. They're all black glass, but look at this one here. This one's a ripper. This is my favourite. Look how nice that is on the bottom. It's got beveled edges. What a great bottle that would be to find whole. Our man, unfortunately, hasn't thrown them in a hole. He's just thrown them out the door. And the number of bushfires that have come through since have buggered them. There's plenty of bottoms. That's a different variation of that one. See how that one's got a sort of a curved the bottom for standing like that. This one's got a flat one with a bevel on it. Plenty of push-ups, plenty of mermaid nipples. So yeah, it's an interesting spot that we're in. Ant's just scored that Chinese coin, so we'll keep at it and see what we can get.
Right there, Glenn.
Well, a little bit further up the track, mate, and I found something that we've seen a few of. I think it is. I got a signal it was non-ferrous, but it was too big to be a coin, so I didn't bother calling you. Started to uncover it, I'll let you listen to it for a start. When you get close, it breaks down, but it doesn't stop. And there it is there.
Ah,
And I think it is,
harmonica reed.
yeah. So it's,
Not broken.
no, it's part
Nice.
of the harmonica. So yeah, another one of our relics.
Cool.
So all these things, and you can imagine too, people coming back in and out the track, things they might drop of the period. You know, you're talking 170 years ago. So that's practically the iPhone of 170 years ago. That's the only entertainment you had when you were in the bush.
That's it.
Imagine Ant and I are out in the bush. We've been living out in the bush for bloody a year and a half, and I'm saying to Ant, "Did I ever tell you that story?" And Ant goes, "Yes, yes, you told me that story." So next minute he's got the harmonica out. All right, mate.
Nice. Good job,
one
buddy.
for the photo album.
Yep. Good man.
Right, mate, when you heard me banging away on that rock down there,
I was wondering what you were
yeah,
doing.
well, I haven't found any gold, but I found something very interesting. We're in sandstone country, and when the sand was laid down, it was laid down under a big body of water like the Big Lagoon here, fresh water. The sand's at the bottom. As the water recedes and drops out, the water table lowers. The sand that's at the bottom of the lagoon dries out, gets covered with silt. Silt compresses and becomes sandstone. So that's why there's so much sandstone around. But if anything drops into the sand while it's still under the water, it'll form concentric circles around the sand, and then it'll harden from the inside out as it dries out, as the water table drops, and becomes what is known as a concretion. When I was about 15, I found a concretion. I brought it home. I thought it was a dinosaur egg. I broke it open, did a bit of research on it, and found out what it is. Lasted in my bedroom for about a month, and then my mother put it outside, and then my father used it to fill in a pothole in the driveway. But I found my second one. 50-year gap, I found my second one.
Yeah.
Here it is. So, I've broken it open. Imagine this is a big bit of sandstone. Something's came into the sand, caused this lovely round shape. See how it's like almost like a wheel with slightly flat sides. And in there was the thing that made the acted as the nucleus to make it. So, and that is this one. That is that. A bit of clay has came dropped down through the water, landed in the sand, caused the circles to form like that the outside. The iron oxide in the water as it's dried out and in the clay, it causes it to be concrete and causes concretion. So that's a concretion. That's only the second one I've ever found. Now you might say, how old's that? Well, I'll give you a timeline. In Ant's drawing room in his mansion, he's got furniture, Georgian furniture. That's 300-year-old. Human DNA, that's 315,000-year-old. So the humans kicked off 315,000 years ago. This sandstone is 130 million-year-old. This bit of clay dropped into the sand 130 million years ago, caused these circles, caused it to cement, and became a concretion. So when you're around the bush and you're looking around, you find a big sedimentary rock like that. It's quite possible it's a concretion. I don't mean water-washed quartz or water-washed basalt or whatever, but it makes you think. At that time, 130 million years ago, there weren't any humans, but there were things living on Earth. There were birds like small dinosaurs with feathers and things like that. What if something like that dropped into the water, dropped into the water, sinks to the bottom, is trapped by the sand, pickle and peanut are out the bush, and we find a big concretion.
Very nice fossil.
And inside it there's a fossil, and they do contain fossils. Inside there's a fossil that's 130 million year old, never been seen before. You know, that'd be mind-blowing.
That would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so come up here, Peanut, I'll show you.
Let's see
show
what
the
else we got.
next find.
There you go, ladies and gents. Concretion.
Yeah, open it up, Dan, if you wanted.
It's amazing. Look at that.
So that's 130 million year old. And this sand is eroded from rocks The casket, the grave, that's the coffin, that's 400 million year old. That's sand that's eroded from rocks that are 400 million year old.
Jeez.
So that, until I opened it, that bit of clay sat in there for 130 million years.
Go on, Glenn.
And you're not supposed to crack them like that. What they do is they put them in, they have a square flat chain and they put pressure on them from the sides and they split that way. So you can almost do that one in a vise if you had a big enough vise. Put pressure on him and they split across the plane, because if that was a fossil in there, I've effectively rooted him by bloody breaking him that way instead of breaking him that way. But it's fascinating to think that still water, sand, somehow or other that bit of clay has been launched into the water, sunk to the bottom, stayed there until we've opened him up after 130 million years.
Wow.
Rightio. So what I'm saying is, Ant, if we were lucky enough to find a big one of these with a fossil in it, you and I'd be famous.
We would be.
So have a look up here. When I was looking around for something to break my concretion on, and remember the last time I found one of these was 50 years ago, I walked up here, I found this. Look at this baby.
Jeez, there's our fossil.
Look at this.
That is huge.
I don't know whether I
Can
can
you even lift it?
I don't know if it's like those show of strength. Oh,
Jesus.
look at that. Now that's a concretion. That is a beauty. That's a beauty. So, sandstone rock, rounded, slightly flattish sides. In there, who knows what's in there? Who knows what went into the water 130 million years ago and is sitting in there? Was it some furry little dinosaur? Who knows? So that's amazing to me, Ant.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So,
Well, come on, get you back into it, Glenn.
well, I'm not going to break that one up. I'm going to leave that one here, and then someone that's more educated than us, if you're watching us and you're interested in this, that's yours.
Unbelievable.
So there he is. Could be something huge in there.
Wow.
So water's laying still. Some sort of dinosaur-y thing flying across. Breathes its last, drops into the water, sinks to the bottom,
Yeah, she sat for
makes
130 million
concentric circles. 130 million years ago. An instant is more or less frozen in time until you crack that open. If that doesn't blow your bloody mind, it blows mine. And the fact that
Wow.
I was finding them at 50-year intervals and then I find them at a 5-second. It was like, yeah, I found my first one when I was 15 and my second one when I was 65. Jeez. And my third one when I was 65 and 10 seconds later, yeah. So there it is.
Very nice, Glenn. Thank you very much.
Blows
for
my
sharing.
mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
cheers.
I just dug this out by the side of the track. It's been a box before I came along. There's the makings of it. Like that. These ones are in the same hole, whether they were part of it or part of something different, I can't tell. It's obviously run its race, but the day the bloke dropped it, I don't know whether it might have been a poor man's snuff box or for keeping matches in, perhaps. You know, like it's been a nice little brass box in its day, nice and flat for slipping into your pocket, carrying your sovereigns. But if it was, you didn't leave any sovereigns.
No.
It's run its race, unfortunately, but
Yeah, bugger.
there it is, Ant.
I got a couple of little things too.
Pigeon ring.
Very old pigeon ring.
From a very old pigeon, or is it really old?
And this thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
No idea what it is.
If you hadn't have found it where you found it, I saw it where you were digging it, you'd think it was something to do with a power cord or something like that, but it's older than that. It predates that. It's got a little tiny sort of line around the outside as though it's had something there, but no idea, mate. No idea at all. Rightio.
Oh, well.
Time's a wasting.
Yes,
Gotta
almost
try and
end
get-
of the day for us.
Yeah, try and get one more good thing
Yep,
each.
that's it.
God, it should have been so easy to walk away from, wouldn't it?
I know. Glenn,
And
right on the
we were
buzzer.
going, walking home, and I turned my detector on to walk down the slope because we haven't done this little slope leading back to the track we were working off. Got a signal here. Ant and I both called it as a shotgun shell.
Yep.
And it's a token we don't know who or what, but it's in reasonable condition. It'll clean up quickly. I want to be a bit gentle with it till we get it cleaned up properly, but it's got a nice thickness to it.
Sure does.
And you can see plenty of detail. So, bloody luck's a fortune. Just laying there.
Yep.
You know, your zig instead of sag. So we've had a good day. Ant and I were just talking about how we've had a good day. You know,
Well, we have.
Ant
Had a very good
got
day.
a pocket full of bloody gold. I've got 2 coins. Put that in your bag, mate. I'm going to end up bloody losing it.
Yep.
That'll be one for you. How's the new display cabinet going? Is it still under the planning stage or
Oh,
not?
yeah, still planning stage,
Yeah.
mate.
I know the government can be difficult.
It can be.
Put that one in there with us, well, you mate, please.
Right, we're gonna have a very nice little.
And the reason we thought we
round
were
up
going to
now.
be digging shotgun shells, and I've flicked a few away, but
Yep,
they sound exactly the same as that.
they do.
That's what we heard. We thought, oh, shotgun shell. Nice bloody token sitting that right up on that track we were talking about. So
Yep.
the theory's paid out. We followed the track up and down, and we've got a few good little collects.
Awesome. Well
Thumbs
done,
up,
buddy.
mate. We're heading for home.
Let's do it. I thought we were heading for the car, Glenn.
We were, mate, but you know what I'm like.
Yep.
Now we've just dug this, and the one word I can see is a company name. It says Axle Co.
Yep.
And the reason it's for axles, it's for wagon axles. It's for tightening the nuts on wagon wheels. So it's the equivalent of the old school bloody tyre lever. If you had a wagon, that's if you've got the small lock and nut on the outside. That's one for the big lock and nuts. Bloke's been bouncing up and down here with his wagon, which he probably carried this with him because, you know, they're checking the wheels, they get loose in the rough country. And he's lost that. So it'd be easy to look up. I can't. You have a crack, mate. You might be able to read that word. Something Axle Co.
CH. Is it Cheldon?
Oh, I couldn't tell, mate. But I mean,
Cheldon.
the old Google will know, won't he?
Yep, Cheldon Axle Co. I'm gonna say Cheldon. There you go.
Right, we're back at my place. The reason we came back here for our weigh-in is that Ant's gold wasn't free gold. A lot of it is got little bits of sandstone stuck to it. That was all the bits he got for the day.
This
That little one fell off that big one, didn't it?
Fell off
The big
there,
one? Yeah. So you got 4 individual gold signals, and now we're going to just give them a gentle tap in the dolly pot.
that one I'll leave out because it's alright, but the rest are going in the dolly pot.
Oh yeah. The reason they're called dolly pots is they used to have flared sides. If you turn it upside down, they were like a Dolly Varden dress. And if you don't know what a Dolly Varden dress is, I'm not surprised, but it flares right out. You've probably heard of Dolly Varden cakes if you're like me, and they're the same thing. They've got big flared sides on them. So now this is Neil Chanson made this dolly pot for us, and it's got flared sides, but that's why they were dolly pots. That's because they were named after Dolly Varden dress, which was all the rage in such and such. I don't know when, but yeah. So
Alright,
righto, mate.
let's get her in.
What did you see in there?
I see colour.
We've had a pretty exciting day. Ant jumped away with 4 bits practically before we got going properly. And then I had to work hard to get my little bit. Then we changed spots. Oh, we had a meal fit for kings.
Oh, how good was it?
Lyndall had catered for me, and Camilla and Ant had catered, and Ant got the blue eddy out.
Yep.
Then, of course, we
Lovely hot lunch.
didn't want to go back up the bush. So
We
we
worked hard.
already had we found one coin. We found that English, what'd you say, 1854, mate? Look at that.
Look at
That's,
Look at that. That's beautiful.
That's not
That
bad,
is
we'll collect.
bloody beautiful.
So,
there's
so we got
1, 2, 3. Is that gold? Yep, there's a little bit of gold in there.
yeah. Well, in those stones that were stuck together, I imagine they were little tiny fellas.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus this one.
8 little fellas there.
9.
Righto. Now that, if you're playing along at home. Oh, we also found our concretion, and then we found our second one that's got bloody goodness knows what's in it. So if you're interested in that concretion, we know where it is, and we'll hook you up with it if you want to bloody crack it open, or both of them for that matter. The other one's still sitting down there as well. So if that's your thing, if you're a rock hound, amateur or professional, you're quite welcome to have those. And then we found that axle, the thing for the wagon wheel axles, which we got back to the car and sat on the ground. It's still sitting there.
Whoops.
Ant wanted him for the cabinet, but
Yep.
Ant forgot to put him in the car, so
Put it in the car.
he's still
I'll have to
sitting.
go back next time and get
Still sitting in the parking spot where we were.
it. Alright.
Oh, and got a Chinese coin.
Yep, here's a Chinese coin. We've cleaned him up a bit of water and that, but when it dries out it'll look even better.
Yep.
But
Chinese
that looks
coin.
alright.
Look, we didn't
Tried
have much
to try.
luck with the token.
No. Couldn't get anything out of
You
it.
can sort of see detail there, but what it is. But I'll get my partner Jason to take a photo of it and blow it up, and that's how I can see it a bit better. Token, penny, Chinese coin, harmonica reed.
That's definitely a Vicky 1854.
Yep.
So
And then my little bit of gold, which must be in my pocket.
in your pocket, I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Alright, let's get this on the scales
Right, mate.
and then we'll weigh your bit.
Yep.
So I still think you've done me with one bit of gold.
Bloody good job the way you're plucking them out of the ground.
Now, try and dry them off a bit. Alright, here's the biggest one.
That's the first one. What you get, mate?
Ooh, nearly half a gram.
Yeah, well, that's a good result.
0.49.
Yeah.
0.49, so
You're well on your way.
on the way. I think we'll clear a gram. 0.64.
You're adding up quickly.
That's a nice bit. It's got a bit of character, that.
Yeah.
0.77, 0.78. Well, I think I'll be lucky if I get a gram, actually.
You're starting to run your race.
Yep.
Now.
Oh, yeah, 0.99.
Oh, well, you're home and hosed.
Cracked it now.
Yeah.
Gram.
Good little photo too, mate, with all your gold sitting up there.
Yeah. And two more little bits. They're just a bit wet. I'm trying to dry them out a little bit.
Oh, a bloke called Jamie Ray, I met him out the bush. I said to him bloody a month ago, yeah, watch our videos, Jamie, and I'll give you a shout out. And then we had a few away trips, and I didn't mention you.
1.25.
1.25, take that, mate. So Jamie, if you're watching, Jamie's a good bloke. I met him detecting out the bush. I also met two blokes who were bog called Jeff and Mick. I said I'll give you a shout out. They were looking for a shout out. And they said, don't mention we were bogged. I said, no, I won't mention you were bogged. And then another bloke called Cameron Jones, he was going dishing, but he said he liked our videos and he was really good on the dish. He was always a shit of a day the day he was out. He must have gold fever because it was a really cold, wet, bitter day and he was out the bush. What'd you end up with then, mate?
1.25.
So a gram and a quarter.
Yep.
Perfect. It's got super wet.
And I also wanted to give a shout out to Leah Monkey and her dad. I was out with my wife and and Leah's sister Cherie, and we had a good chat. It was pretty funny, and we got to talking about gold as you do. And Leah Monkey, she comments on a few of our videos, so thank you very much, Leah. Appreciate it. Hope you and your dad are doing well. Get on the gold. Cheers. All right.
Rightio.
Now,
So you got a gram and a
get this
quarter.
off.
I'll take the phone
Yeah,
back.
you hold that.
Rightio, we're
Alright,
back.
Glenn, your turn.
So you're on a gram and a quarter, Ant.
Gram and a quarter, and Glenn gets one, and it's 1.35, 1.36.
Geez, it took me all the time to beat you though. So you're 125, I'm 136.
Nice.
A little bit of dirt on mine as well. Well, we've had a great day. We've had a bloody great day.
It's been a ripper day,
We've
hasn't it?
both got gold. We've both got coins. Both got relics. We found those concretions. We found the actual thing for the wagons, which we've temporarily lost. So, mate, it's a sort of 2 thumbs up day.
2 thumbs up, though.
I'm glad we had such a good day. Ant's going away. We've probably got one more video in us before Ant goes away.
Yep.
So keep watching, keep commenting, and if we round up anything to give it away, we'll give that away as well. But hang in there, hang tough, and Ant will post one from Poland.
Yep.
And it's summer over there, so the Polish women are very attractive. Ant's going to go down the beach and do a bit of filming down the beach until he gets locked up in there. Righto, till next time, Ant.
See you soon, buddy.
Good on you, mate. Enjoyed every moment of it. See ya.